Hi, I am Joel and I'm responding to Chris Wright's reflection from Spain in Southern Europe. I remember how reading the Cape Town documents when they were published 10 years ago had a deep impact in me. I had recently finished my university studies and I printed out a copy to underline many things that inspired me and challenged me to realize again how relevant the gospel is for all spheres of society. Thinking about today's challenges in Southern Europe, it was good to remember, as Chris said, the implications of both the personal and societal dimensions of mission. When God works in us as persons, He then uses us for a big mission right there where we are, in our neighborhood, in our city, in our region, in our nation, even in the whole continent. Here in Spain, as well as in many other countries, we see a growing polarization in the socio-political sphere, a narrative of division and anger that makes people unable to work together. In our national parliament, each week we hear insults and ideological clashes that seemingly push reconciliation even further away. This ongoing tension is also reflected in the media and in the internet online spheres. To that, we must add the strange and confusing situation we are living with this COVID-19 crisis. There is fear and there is real suffering of those who have lost loved ones and the many others who have lost their jobs, closed their businesses, or are still resisting but with not much hope. Listening to conversations on the streets and on the bars, one becomes aware of the deep divides between those who are well off economically and those who are not, those who hold to one national identity or to another, those who are in one generation is older, or the younger people who sometimes seem to live in absolutely different worlds. But as Chris underlined, the gospel is good news in a bad news world. The gospel responds to the people's questions. The truth about God cuts through the temporary trends and ideologies that show their emptiness and weakness when real storms hit our nations. The Bible tells us that God is sovereign and that He loves His children, and these are the good news we have to share with the whole world here in Europe. May we be agents in God's kingdom of reconciliation on a personal level, but also on a societal level. And may we be a church of Christ in Europe that does God's mission with humility, integrity, and simplicity.